What's up guys, my name's Diachronic, your host here on this Destiny video. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Dark Drinker, the Void Exotic Sword. Now this thing took me nearly 8 hours to get, and it was an incredible process, lots of grinding, lots of farming, lots of really cool missions, and this thing is an absolute badass. The ability, the right trigger ability, just the way it looks, how large it is absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to show you about this. So before I actually go into the review of the weapon, I'm just going to go over briefly how to get it, just so you guys understand how to get the exotic swords. And if you guys are wondering, you probably can find a full tutorial somewhere out there, but it's not too difficult to understand. So first and foremost, you need to get the regular legendary sword. To do this, you finish the main storyline and the Dread Patrol mission from Cade. Once you do that, Lord Shaxx will give you the ability to get the sword. Give you 25 Hadium Flakes and 25 of a specific element to be able to get that. I think it's 25 Relic Iron to get the Void one, and each one has their specific material. Now this is important because this material will come out later in the exotic quest. Once you have your legendary sword, what you want to do is infuse enough stuff into it to get it past 282 attack, as well as fully upgrade the weapon. What you can do is what I did, is just dump Motes of Light if you have it equipped, and then you just start using Motes of Light, hold X, keep on holding X. It will actually just start putting experience in the gun, it will max it out, and once you have it, then you can start on the exotic quest line. First thing you have to do is get 25 kills with the sword in the Crucible. That it can be with an empty sword or with a full sword, does not matter, and I think it might not even have to be the sword that you're actually doing the bounty for, but I don't know. Then you have to get 50 ultra or major kills with a sword, so just hop on like a Dreadnought or maybe on the Cosmodrome down below where those 3 hive are. You know, you just spawn, you go left down in that tunnel, there's 3 hive, kill those 3, keep coming up and down to kill those guys. That's what I recommend as a strategy. Once you do that, then you're gonna want to kill Ekthar, Sword of Oryx, on the Dreadnought patrol. So basically head to the patrol of Dreadnought, go all the way to the prison, the asylum area. What you do is you just go straight from the spawn, keep going, keep holding left, and you want to go through the left door. Once you're in that area with the big open area, just go through the left door, keep going through, it'll say asylum, keep going until you hit a dead end. There'll be 3 knights called the Wardens. What you have to do is actually kill all 3 of these guys in one super, whether it be the Gunslinger, the Shocklock, or the Sunbreaker. We kind of had a hard time if you take too long, even though it is one super, it can still glitch out, so I'd be very careful of this one. It's really annoying. If you do kill one of them or you do not get through the door, you have to reload the entire area. I recommend just going back to orbit and coming back down, because you have to go out of the area, wait for like 10 minutes or something, and then go back in. You might as well just go back to orbit if you fail that. Then you go through the door, and then you kill this one dude called Ekthar, and you can move on to the next quest. After you complete that, you want to go back to Shaxx, and he will tell you to get some rare materials. Now each sword has their rare material. The Void Sword, you need to get a Relic Iron. The Arc one, you need Spin Metal, and the Fire one, you need Helium Filaments. What you want to do is go to their respective planets and just start picking them up. So the Relic Iron, actual source, you know, those big brown marshmallows on the ground, the non-chest will have a 5% chance of dropping a legendary material. You basically have to go through 200 to 300 of those Relic Iron. I ended up with 253 Relic Iron at the end when I started with 0. So needless to say, you're going to be on the planet farming for about 2 to 3 hours for just that stuff. The Arc one, I took like 250 Spin Metal, and I still haven't done the Solar one, so it's pretty crazy. This one is actually one of the hardest parts, just because of how mad I went, just not like doing anything, and it was really grind, but you get tons of Relic Irons in the end, so that's pretty cool. And right after that, you need to get the specific type of kills with those abilities. So the Void Sword, you need to get Void kills. The Arc Sword, you need to get Arc kills. So usually you want to pick the sword with the respective class or subclass or type of other class that has a good subclass. So you know the Titan has a good Fire class. The Titan does not have a good Void class. Do not pick the Titan and grab the Void Sword. That's the only combination that really sucks and is really hard. What I did to get these Void kill abilities is I went to the Dark Beyond. I put it on level 240 Light, which is one of those missions with my Hunter. I tethered enemies, I used the fire, I used the smoke grenades, I just started killing them, and that took me about an hour to get all Void kills. It's like 500 kills with your Void abilities, which is pretty ridiculous, and in the end, you're just gonna start going mad from that. Once you do that, then you go back to the tower. You have to wait till Wednesday. You have to wait till the Arms Day, which is when the gunsmith arrives. He'll bring parts, and then you go back to Shaxx on that day, and he will tell you to kill the specific enemy on a level 300 Light quest, or strike even, the Dark Blade Strike. which is the very last part. What you have to do is, like I said, 300 light, Dark Blade Strike, and you have to kill a specific enemy, and then right after killing him, you have to kill Dark Blade. So it's basically a 300 light strike with 3 different colored guys, you know, a Void Shield guy, a Solar Shield guy, and an Arc Shield guy that spawn intermittently during the Dark Blade fight. So you have to go through the level 300 strike, not light level 300 strike, then you have to get to the Dark Blade fight. And on the Dark Blade fight, there'll be 3 guys that spawn in order: the Arc one with a sword, the purple one, which is the Void one, with a boomer shot thing, and then the red one, the solar one, with a boomer, as well as firing those little fire mortars all over the place. And what you want to do is kill off the other 2. You don't have to, but you have to. I recommend kill off the other 2 and keep the one you want alive. So if you want the Void sword, you want to keep the Void one alive. His name is Castor, the one with the arc. You'll see they have names. The quest will say you need to kill this dude, Warden of Oryx, and then within 30 seconds you have to kill Darkblade. So what you have to do is basically take down Darkblade to about, 1/10 health, something where you can kill him quite fast. Then what you want to do is kill off the Warden of your choice. So if it's the Void one, you want to kill off Castor. I believe that's his name. Once you kill him, then you need to kill Darkblade within 30 seconds of killing the Warden, and then you got your Void Sword ready to go at the tower. Then you finish the strike, you get your rewards, whatever, and you go back and you get your freaking sword. Then what I recommend is just dumping Motes of Light. It took like 15 Motes of Light to fully upgrade the exotic sword, and the right trigger ability is there for you. The extra ammo, the extra armor, you have different options. You can do extra damage with your right trigger. Everything there is really cool and really awesome, and I recommend it. And once you get there, now let's start the review. This is kind of crazy. So the Dark Drinker, first and foremost, this weapon looks badass. Out of all of the weapons, I have to say this one looks the second best. The Arc Blade, in my opinion, is the one that looks not as great because it's kind of skinnier. It's got a lot of holes. It's a cool design, but I like the Solar the best. It's got these like scimitar. It looks like a scimitar with these little spike engravings on it. And of course, it's on fire. And the Void one has this nice. It's a very sleek design with these little designs through like a void, ripples of light. So out of 10, I would give this weapon 10 out of 10 for appearance. This sling looks badass, as well as the fact that it's much thicker and longer than the other sword, the original legendary sword. One thing I wanted to mention is you keep your legendary sword once you get this exotic one. I just wanted to say that. So I still have my sword of Void, whatever it is. So don't worry about that. You can still switch swords if you really want to. Next thing on this, it goes up to 68 ammo if you don't have that last ammo perk. I think it goes up to 75 if you have that last extra ammo perk. But the other option is your right trigger does more attacks, so I would pick that one. And your right trigger, by the way, each sword has their specific thing. The Void sword does this thing where you just spin in circles and you just swing a whole bunch of times all the way around all the enemies. It takes up 5 ammunition, but it is so good. It tears people apart. In the level 300 strike, it actually killed an entire arc shield on one of the ultras, one of those Wardens of Oryx. One arc shield got destroyed by my Void sword, which is incredible, and it just goes to show how incredible this thing is. With 310 attack, it actually put me up light level, and it's fully ready for the maximum raid. It's the maximum level. The damage is a lot more increased, so the regular attack damage is a lot higher. Usually with the legendary sword, you get like 2,000, 3,000 damage a hit. This thing is like, I think in the 4,000 range, depending on the enemy you actually hit and the shield that they have. So this weapon is definitely an upgrade and incredible, and I just wanted to mention again, it's so fucking huge. You pick it up and it's like, compared to the Void sword that I was using for like the last 8 hours in a row, it was just this giant sword that was just going through the heavens. It was magnificent. And all in all, Exotic Sword Quest was amazing. At the end, you feel like you've really accomplished something in your life. And I also noticed I now have over 1,000 hours in Destiny. I don't know if that has anything to do with the exotic sword, but I now have 2 exotic swords, the Arc one and the Void one. And holy shit, it was a hard, not too much hard, but it was a long experience. If you guys are gonna go for the exotic swords, it's gonna be a long run. You guys have to be ready to put in 8 hours of straight grinding, and that's something you have to be okay with, as well as something you have to be able to communicate with your teammates. Some things you gotta do solo for certain farming things. and it just you're gonna go mad because if there's a 5% chance of something dropping from a relic iron, it's and you pick up 150 of those. Let's say like half of them give you 1, half of them give you 2. You're gonna start going mad. But at the end, this thing is incredible. It is awesome. I recommend it. If you guys are playing this game, you have about 280 to 290 light on your character, you should be ready to do it. As far as the level 300 strike goes, I recommend being above 290, otherwise they're red health enemies. And there's really not much more to say about this weapon. It has the same 3-hit combo for melee attack. It still has right trigger in the air, still does that little swipe that uses 2 ammo. It's just a baller weapon for baller people, whoever can achieve such great lengths to get this sword and have a great time. One more thing I wanted to mention is I do believe the fire sword is the one with the most damage, so it's like right trigger uppercut ability does the most damage. But of course it's in like one direction, one enemy. Everyone has their advantages and disadvantages, but I don't know. I haven't really had a ton of time to play around with all of them, especially considering I don't have the sword of soul. But yeah, anyways, that's the video for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy this exotic review. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see other swords. I've got the Arc one. I'm definitely going to work on a review for that one as well. Let me know if I really should like sink another 8 hours into the solar sword for a video for you guys today. Of course, I'm also working on that exotic sword, funny moments, as well as kind of half walk through, where I just kind of like have a funny time, do funny moments, and be like, this is the next step, then we do this, and then we do this. I'm working on that. It's gonna be for the solar sword because the video corrupted on the void one, and it's just unfortunate. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy. My name's been Iconic, and I will see you guys over on the next one.